Okay, so this is the path where all the wills and LPAs has been stored. But since I don't have a tracker as to which wills or LPAs I'm going to print, and we have 2,981 files in this location. So, and the people from the Sherwill Writer technical support team, they're really not much of a help. So I managed to sort out, arrange all the outputs. These are the raw files for 2019 only, where I have moved the old wills and LPAs and general powers of attorneys and letter of wishes into this folder that I created here. Yeah, I sorted them according to year, file type, lasting powers of attorney. I put it here as well, but I haven't arranged them yet according to year. Oh, this is just 2019. Okay, I'm focusing more on the wills first, but I actually have printed some already, but I struggled afterwards because I didn't have the tracker. So it's in here. Where is that? It was placed here. For the LPAs. So I managed to print. But the thing here is that there are still a lot of them that are left in the location. So there are more of 2019. There are 363 files here that I managed to print. So as well as wills. This was when I was using the file open function of the software, like this one. So I just move on to the next, but I'm not sure because there's tons of them. So I want everything to be catered. So I decided to move it so I can print them like by batch. And so here, let's go back to the server. My biggest challenge is that I don't have enough time, like on top of my daily task, a new task that was turned over by Ruth. So this is quite time consuming because, okay, I'm already here. I started on the oldest file, so I started in August. And so I created separate folders to help me remind that this folder is for the raw files that I have already printed, and Savage Wills printed to PDF. This is the output. So I also printed out the cover sheets, and the file name I put in there. Yeah, it was last modified. This will be displayed on the software when you open the will. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I do this one. So on the software, I'm not going to use this function because it's quite confusing. There's tons of it to display, even if I've already like segregated the files, and it will still return to this path, which is planted internally of the software. So we can change this function, in the system questionnaire. Okay, here somewhere, quarter way to the bottom. And stock. Okay, here, special feature options. Currently, it's set to have the system automatically generate file names. But if we set it to specify my own file names, the file open function, it will give me the option to navigate into the specific folder where I want to print the wheels from. So let me save it. And exit out of it for the change to be applied. And launch it again. So this time, since we change it, when I click on open, it will give me this window. So see, from here we can navigate to the server. Where's Wills? Come on. Oh no, it's Tabitha. And then Wills. And then my folder. And then I'm done with 2005. There's only one file there, so I'm done with that. So here, go to August. So this one, I'm gonna print this out. I've already printed from A to B, so now I'm in C. It's sorted according to name. I'm gonna open it. Oops, sorry. And don't make any changes, just to retain the last modified date. We're gonna set the printer setup to locally to this machine. Sorry, my screen's too small. I'm on a laptop. Okay, so here we're going to copy just to make sure we have the correct spelling of the client's name. And then preview for us to be able to print. We don't want to update the document. And then, as you can see, we haven't changed anything. And because the software is currently set to 2019, we're not going to change, so it will retain come on, it's way to the bottom. Okay, here 2006. Yes, that's what we wanted. If we print it out, not the draft but the real document, print, and then I'm going to save it into the specific folder that I have created, which I called Savage Wills, printed to PDF, and then we're going to paste the name of the client, space, okay, it looks like it's already printed, but I'm just going to, because I've already printed, there are tendencies that there are wills and LPAs that have been inputted twice or duplicates or 3 times into the software, wherein probably who created it before then check if there's an existing client already with the same name. So I'm going to put it here, and then last modified, which is the date over here, 24/08/2006. I'm just going to put 2. So we don't know what's inside of the first version of a wheel, and then this one as well, so might as well just print it out. And we want to print also the cover sheet, and paste cover sheet 2, save, and then after that, the file name's right here, like just the last part of it. So if we click on open, at least this time I have a tracker, at least that I have already printed this one, this file right here. Then what I'm going to do is right click to cut and open this, paste it here. So there you go, go back. So all of these from here way to the bottom, I do have a guide as to where I have completed and printed it out. So we're going to move on to the second one. I hope there's a will that will have outstanding data so I can have a sample as well. So we can put it in here as to why we cannot print it out, because there's an outstanding data. So again, we have to, why is it not opening? Maybe there's no name in it. Okay, open. See, just like this one. Why is there no name? That was the, let's do a preview. And we're not going to change anything. But there's in there, there's no name, but see? Some of the fields in the questionnaire have been filled out. And for some reason why, I don't know, it's a historic will. Probably it was the version of software before. It can just save even though there's nothing in the name field. So in here, since if I am going to put in the name of the client based on what we have here, it will prompt me to save. So therefore the date here will be changed, and we don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna, let's try to print it out, and I'll show you. Yeah, it will show like this kind of stuff right here. It will not give us an option to print it. So I'm gonna go back to the location, this one, which is the same as the file name up on top. We're going to cut it and paste it inside here. And I'm gonna do this to all of the files for the wills and LPAs only. That's what Ruth told me. So we're gonna try the next one. Let's see if it's gonna let us print this out. Okay, see, there are changes made on this which hasn't been saved, so the software remembers it. And also this one, we cannot print this out because it has outstanding data in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this file into, so again, be very careful. We need to check if it's the same thing. Cut, paste, next one. So I want to work on this task without any interruptions. So if on weekdays there are also priorities like voicemails that will come in, and phone calls, requests from our pipeline advisor fee that needs to be chased. So I want all, it's in all eyes, all ears, mind and soul to do this task to make sure that we are on track. And let me just finish this one. So I'll put it here. Move this a bit. Space. Last modified 24/08/2006, and we want the cover sheet as well. And then let's say, for example, I'm going to end this task because I need to jump onto another task. what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back to the system questionnaire and put the settings back to normal. So if anyone's going to use the software, it's safe. I mean, yeah, the file open function with this one, it might mess up the, the stored files in there. So I've just saved it. I'm going to make sure that it saved the switch that I did. So I'm going to open it. There you go. So we're back. So let's try to, I created Milner yesterday. So yeah, because 2019 I left it on the same location specified on the software. So this, yeah, that's what I'm saying. This task is quite time consuming because we need to be very careful in checking the file names and inputting the file names as well. And I think that's it. And also, by the way, the new software, the new Sherwill Writer tool is already a web-based kind of tool. So it's in here. I made it as one of my home pages. Log in. This is a trial pack. I've registered it as epc@tabify.com. Password was Sherwill Writer.2019, I guess. Let's see. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna call the technical support for the new Sherwill Writer suite. I'm gonna ask them, because I've actually seen the tutorials. I'm gonna ask them if there is really a need for us to create another CRM here, or do we need to create a case for each client that we're going to create wills or LPAs. And I think that one too is quite time consuming as well. I already created a case. One case that is a testing for me. I created a will. It's quite user friendly, but since it's new, I may have questions along the way. So yeah, I'm asking your permission to do this on excuse me, on weekends maybe, so I can focus on printing out all the historic wills, hopefully by end of August. And that's it.